every so often I go back to channels I haven't paid much attention to. The reason I haven't paid attention to them is because when I've invested myself into their content, say for example to make a rather long video, say 50 minutes long, I develop some anxiety because I want to make sure my points are accurate, but I'm worried I have missed a point. Granted, with people I have covered in the past, there has been so much to go through, it would have been impossible to fit it all in, especially if you consider more recent events that stack up and would surely warrant a part 3. Just in case I'm not being too obvious, I am talking about Amberlynn Reid, but I am not going to make just yet a part 3 on her. But I am going to take the opportunity, because of something she has done, to moan. I am British, or English to be more specific, and we English, we love to moan. Especially in a queue, moaning about being in the queue, writing letters moaning about being in the queue, and of course the subsequent complaining about, I'm not going to continue with that. Essentially we like to moan, okay? And drink tea. One of my lovely patrons reminded me while I was busy finishing up the dieting segment of the Chantal Marie or Foodie Beauty video that Amberlynn had put out a video that is hilarious. So naturally, I thought, well, I haven't paid much attention to her, but I had heard that she'd fallen for a pyramid scheme. So I thought, let's go watch that video. And oh boy, was it something precious. In fact, for all the stupid things you've done since my last video, which I'm going to mention in this video, I'm going to play this. Now, as I've played it, and that was a stupid moment, I'm going to play it again. I can't tell if you farted or somebody else farted or you deflated. Either way, it's amusing. So in that video, you were on a diet, you tried to give up the diet, you committed to the diet, and gave up on the diet. What I didn't know was that you'd put out a video before that, quitting the diet. But you still decided to put out the video of you unboxing all this fancy new stuff, trying it out, tasting it. Although I'm not sure, based on your eating technique, tasted anything. You still put it out. It's done really well, your channel's growing, you've got over 100,000 subs, congratulations. You're getting the views, you're raking in the money. Even when CPM is dead in January, you're still slapping 10 ads on your video, which baffles me. How you managed to get 10 ads, and I can't get one. Not going to lie, I'm a tad jealous. Clearly you've unlocked the formula to YouTube Gold, and you don't even have a Patreon, because I'm sure those hate watchers would love to donate money to get onto a Discord with you to tell you how feckless you are. Now, after that video, because it amused me so much, I put in a comment. Now, I have recorded with OBS a video of this, because my comment, as you can see from the numbers of votes up, was the top comment. The interesting thing here is a number of people reached out to me after I pointed out what I wrote, and they said they couldn't see the comment. So I got a number of people, including CXNT and Michael B. Petty, a few patrons, to send me a screenshot without the porn, especially the spit roast 3-man porn. I did not need to see that, so I could see whether my comment was top or not. It was Shivy Pop instead. Now, I like her. She's a lovely person. She shouted me out in a video. Thank you for that. So I wondered where my comment had gone. I thought perhaps it was simply lost. But then it occurred to me, either I have been reported as spam or inappropriate, or, and this is more than likely, you simply hid me from your channel. Something which other users, Michael B. Petty being one of them, has himself mentioned happened to himself. Not surprising, you would hide him considering the recent goings-on with him, which I will certainly address in a moment. Because I've got the DM. I've got the DM that you sent to him threatening him. That was hilarious. Now, hiding me from the channel meant that my thumbs up disappeared, and instead Shivy Pops went above me, and all the other comments pointing out this rather glorious flatulence. I may keep it for future reference whenever someone does something inherently stupid. Kinda like that Facebook thing. But that was Becky and her family after... Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. I am, and will always be, anti-censorship. Now, how you handle things on your channel is your business. My comment, yes, not helpful. But based on the thumbs down and the thousands of comments I scrolled through, the fact you selected mine was ridiculous, since the majority picked up on the flatulence. Somehow, though, my comment got to the top, and you decided to remove that, which made me giggle like there was no tomorrow. I know I'm not laughing now, but that's only because my throat is quite sore, because I somehow, while recovering from a sore throat, used a cough sweet, bit the cough sweet, and a piece of the sharp end of the cough sweet got stuck in my throat, creating a new sore throat. Swings and roundabouts, really, doesn't it? The deletion of comments isn't just isolated to me, though. Although my comment isn't deleted, I can still see it, which tells me you've hidden me, which is brilliant. Others have mentioned that you've done this, not just on that video. With all the crap you get, and I will gladly admit, I was not there to help you. I wanted to mock the fact that in one video, you did a diet unboxing, you wanted to give up, you committed, then gave up, when you'd already given up anyway, which to me was amazing. I, as far as I'm concerned, am already done with you. The 2 videos I did on you were all I needed to say. Little did I know you've been involved in more ridiculously stupid shit, getting to the point where you might deserve a part 3. I have set a precondition. The precondition was actually mentioned in the second video, where all Amber has to do is say my name, and she will get a part 3, a proper part 3. But until then, you get to see this video, and I get to now mention one of the stupid things she's done since then, since part 2 that is. Let's go with Michael B. Petty's and Zachary Michael's recent encounter with Becky, because Becky's family made a bunch of statements on Facebook in a publicly open and not private profile. They did imply something to do with someone within the family doing some stupid shit and tearing the family apart. It implied you. I was skeptical of this. People addressed it skeptically. You, Amber, reached out to Michael and threatened legal action against him. And Becky did the same on Facebook as well, I believe. People, of course, took that very seriously. That's why there were so many smile emojis laughing and supporting Becky with that. Michael showed me the DM before he made his video, because he'd actually asked me if he should make a video on it, to which I believe I replied, yeah, because leg to stand on she has none. You don't have a leg to stand on. You may have the money to get a decent lawyer, but you're not going to actually win, because he hasn't broken terms of service with Facebook or YouTube. Community guidelines do not apply for publicly available information. Hell, it isn't even a dox if you tried to call it that. The next thing you did, so let's play that video again. That pyramid scheme. Oh, well, that was precious, wasn't it? Falling for a company that tries to reward you and use emotion and buzzwords to get you on side with the promise of percentage commissions if you get new customers. Ooh, you're a genius. And to further cement my point that you are a genius, I'm going to play a clip from Michael explaining how you're a genius.
It's amazing. It has so many benefits. It's worked for so many people. Like, I honestly felt like I was watching a Jenny Craig ad. And as someone who has 112,000 subscribers, holy fucking shit. Like, that is right. She has over 112,000 subscribers. I feel like it's your part. You have to do your own due diligence before you start talking about stuff like this on a big audience. Like, you have to be more aware of what you're talking about and essentially what you're shilling on your channel. Regardless of if you were sponsored or not to do it, you're essentially promoting something on your channel. So it's like you need to be a little bit more aware of what you're talking about in terms of things like this, especially for something that she hasn't even done yet, right? That's the thing, right? She hasn't even attempted to even start this diet. So she's talking about its amazing benefits, its amazing results without herself seeing any results. And to me, that got a little weird. So first I want to talk about what is MLM, or multi-level marketing. So multi-level marketing, also called pyramid selling, network marketing, or referral marketing, is a marketing strategy for the sale of products or services where the revenue of the MLM company is derived from a non-salaried workforce selling the company's products, services, while the earnings of the participants are derived from a pyramid-shaped or binary compensation commission system. So essentially what it is the company, it's a pyramid. It's literally a pyramid. So the company sends out their product to a workforce that isn't paid for. They don't pay these people a salary or anything. Those people have to in turn buy whatever product they are going to sell. They sell that stuff to their clients while also hoping to get these clients to sell the shit too. So that's why it's a pyramid, right? So everything's working in tandem with one another, but the people at the top make the most money, and the people at the bottom make practically nothing. And also, mind you, these people have to put in their own money. They have to put in their own money to buy this stuff. I personally I loathe pyramid schemes. Like, I hate MLMs.
Or how about that time you were blocked by your dietitian?
Oh, Amberlynn Reid. My dietitian's rules for me. Oh, good news. She's on the path to actually losing weight. Wait. What? My dietitian blocked me? Okay, let's get to work.
How many calories were you eating then? And I kind of opened up to her about something that I haven't really shared with you guys, and I guess you're going to find out now, but I said I didn't really count calories.
Shocker! But I bet you counted the amount of cheeseburgers you grabbed from Burger King to make sure your order was correct, though.
But looking back now, in the very beginning, it was probably no more than 900 calories a day. This was 8 years ago. I knew absolutely nothing about nutrition or calories then. She said, yeah, that's not ideal, but definitely quick weight loss. Just know that going under your daily calories will be fine. Starvation mode is a myth, and if you aren't particularly hungry or haven't hit your limit and it's late, just stop there.
Amberlynn Reid had to be told this. Just let that sink in.
Log, where I actually had Mexican food for one meal, I had a hot fudge sundae, I had Burger King, and I had a McDonald's frap. But this is around the time where people were going crazy in my comments, and I want you guys to know that this person, she was my dietitian, but she was also a subscriber. She was a viewer. She watched my videos and she read the comments.
Wow, this dietitian made a lot of mistakes, huh?
People were saying horrible things about, oh, Amberlynn probably doesn't have a dietitian, and if she does, her dietitian is absolutely stupid, and just saying horrible things about the information that my dietitian has given me. I feel like it got to her.
Well, you are a known liar and excuse maker, Amberlynn. Again, see Omegon's exposed videos on her.
I said, would you care if I read some of our conversations in a YouTube video? There will be no name dropping or number dropping or anything like that. And the reason why I asked her that question is because I wanted to share with you guys some of the positive information and very helpful information that she has told me I wanted to share with you guys.
Can you just get to the bloody point, Amberlynn?
So, it's been probably a week, and I said, have you decided to just no longer speak to me?
And the dietitian has made the first rational decision since her first encounter with you.
You know, the one you were talking to in DMs on Twitter, and you fobbed it off as her not being able to take the abuse that you got in the comments from your videos where people were telling you you shouldn't be eating Burger King, which you then in the same video fobbed off as abusers, psychos, and haters. Do I need to play that clip again? I'll do it again. Fan-freaking-tastic. These 3 examples show just how utterly insane you are. Your weight has continued to go up. You did brag this week about losing a little weight, but I'll be honest, that probably was just you dropping a few when you decided to weigh yourself without your drapes on. I mean clothes. You keep on getting involved in diets you can't commit to. So the way you compensate is by committing. And then when people tell you you're doing it wrong, because you are, you call them haters and abusers. You can't handle criticism, you can't handle doing or dealing with responsibility. Quite frankly, you are going to die soon. But you're going to die because you can't do something simple. With the dietitian, they recommended you eat 3,000 calories a day. That is because at the time of that particular message, you were still pounding 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day and maintaining your weight while slowly creeping up. Because you're not active, you are bedbound, although I would have thought we would see your pets more, but no. No, I don't think you have them anymore. I think you get visitation rights at best. Going down to 3,000 calories actually would be more reasonable for you to start losing weight from the excess and then you keep bringing that down. With the pyramid scheme, it's unsurprising you fell for it because they had fancy buzzwords. Genius. And legal action against Michael B. Petty and Zachary Michael for pointing out stuff that was publicly available and the obvious issues surrounding you when it comes to drama. Because everything is drama. I'm surprised you've yet to put out a video having a massive meltdown over your ex-girlfriend getting engaged. But just in case by the time I've published this you have, I'm going to play that clip one more time. Consider it a insurance policy. Now, if you do decide to say my name, by all means do so. I need the soundbite. It's what I need to sleep at night. Just hearing your lip-smacking dulcet tone in your fake Kentucky accent. That'll be interesting. Now, because I finished, I'm going to take the opportunity to shill. I'm going to be playing a game stream tonight over on the Omegon Plays channel, link below. And because of Trups LP, who I streamed with last night, I made a new design on Teespring with my sarcasm sign on it. If you're interested in supporting the channel, grab one. They do socks now. I like socks. Amber, as a final message to you, get help. Actually, get help. If you can't be bothered to get help, publicly admit that. That way those that are still funding you by watching all those pesky ads you have will know you are a lost cause. You are the extreme to Eugenia Cooney, but you are eating yourself to death. And your failure to recognise that, and the failure to acknowledge those that talk about you, not because they're making careers out of you, but because they are genuinely concerned because your train wreck of an existence is amusing to the internet, is just sad. I personally have not made a career from you, because as far as I'm concerned, you are pathetic. And you are pathetic because you refuse to grow up. I know you refuse to grow up because I've watched enough of your content to know the kind of person you are. And I was nice in the first 2 videos, but I don't have a reason to be nice now. On the back of you simply hiding me on your channel, you have given me a reason to address you directly. Get help. Because chances are, you don't have that much time left. Because seriously, if you think it's the water weight putting pressure on your heart, try and consider it from the position that I have, that you're nearly 600 pounds. I think that's putting more pressure on your heart than anything else. Thank you.